Ciao ragazzi, eccoci stasera con una nuova chiacchierata per far la conoscenza con un altro dei protagonisti della prossima Red Bull XAlps 2025. Attesissima 12ª edizione della più appassionante gara di Hike and Fly al mondo. Quest'anno FIVL con i suoi canali e con il sottoscritto è stata invitata formalmente e accreditata come media press nella competizione. Quindi saremo presenti nei giorni preparatori allo start, durante la gara e poi durante lo svolgimento saremo di nuovo live con i teams, i piloti, gli organizzatori che man mano avranno modo di collegarsi con noi. Ok, siamo pronti? Questa sera non indugiamo oltre, siamo pronti per parlare con...
My name is Jean de Biolley. I'm from Belgium and I'm 28 years old. In June I will be at the starting line of the Red Bull XAlps 2025.
Eccoci qua, siamo con Jean de Biolley, team Belgio 2, e sarà 29 anni, anche lui ha la prima esperienza, quindi un rookie. È stato supporter di Tom de Dorlodot nel 2023, quindi ha già una buona esperienza della gara, ed è con noi questa sera Jean. Hello Jean, thanks for being with us.
Thank you, hello.
Good. So we see that you are, as we say, a rookie because first time as a pilot, but you know already very well because you have been already the supporter of Tom in the edition 2023, right?
Yes, indeed. No, it was,
Good.
I think, a necessary experience to live the race from the inside in order to get a good idea of what we can expect.
Yes, sure, absolutely, absolutely. So, tell us something about your career and the way that bring you to be a pilot in the XAlp.
So I started paragliding 9 years ago. In my sense, it was a bit too late because I think I would have loved it to start earlier. First, I was into kitesurfing and then snow kiting, and then I got into the mountains flying, and then yeah, that's how I started paragliding. I started hike and fly racing 4 years ago. At first, it was a little bit just out of curiosity, and I didn't feel like I had really the level to compete at that moment, but it went really well. And so, yeah, I started to train harder. And then, yeah, in 2023, when I decided to support, to be part of the support team of Tom de Dorlado, then I really made a switch like, okay, if I'm doing this, I'm going to be full focused on the next Red Bull XAlps. And that's how I decided then to participate in the X-Peer, which went really good, and the Dolomiti Superfly as well. And I think that helped everything, but that helped to get my selection. And then it also gave me great experience and confidence to be, yeah.
Yes,
Ready
sure.
for
I
it.
remember your position in the experience. It was sixth, so a very
Yes,
good placement. And what about the Dolomiti Superfly? I don't remember now.
I was 10th.
10th, also 10th. Also.
I was racing the last day with Nick Donini, which you know
Ah,
probably.
right.
It was really exciting. We were flying together, but then I didn't know the place, and he seemed to know. And yeah, I did a small mistake, so I lost a little bit of time. But it was really exciting because we really took off together. We were with another XAlps athlete, Erland Ukvine from
Okay, Erlen, yes.
yeah, and so yeah, it was really exciting to fly.
Yeah. And I
To
believe the route this year of the Dolomiti Superfly was really fantastic.
Yeah, it was beautiful, really.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. So, Jean, tell me which are your motivation that push you to participate to such a challenging race like the XAlp 2025?
For me, it was really a dream. I had an amazing experience supporting Tom. I've always dreamed of like, I mean, it's the dream of every hike and fly pilot to cross the Alps, and for me, it's really, yeah, trying to give my best, have amazing experience. I think it's also a great adventure with your team. I enjoy those moments a lot where you like really have the good team spirit. You're in the flow. You're together in this race atmosphere, but at the same time you enjoy every intense emotion. And yeah, I think those kind of races, it's a unique place where you have those unique emotions. You fly in conditions you would never fly. You make some moves. You have some magic happening sometimes over the race, and yeah, it's really that feeling that I'm looking for.
Sure, yes. You told me now about the team. We know it's a solo race, but it's also a team race. Tell us something more about your team.
The team is really important. A few weeks back, we did a team building. I've tried to build my team on the last year. So my main supporter is Antoine Post, and he was also my supporter during the X-Peer and the Dolomiti.
Okay,
And it was really a mindset already before the X-Peer when we talked, because I met him on the XAlps 2023. He was the supporter of Marcus Anders, and I really liked his mindset. He's really efficient, organized, and so we started talking together. And then the goal was really to get to this XAlps together. So we build on that, and then the other guys, I have Bruno Cabi, which is like a really good friend of mine. We went to Colombia recently together to train together. We are in the same paragliding team. We have amazing adventures together. And then I have also Vautier van der Werf, which is like he's not a paragliding pilot, but he's a ultra runner. And yeah, we did also a lot of ultras together. We've been knowing each other for yeah since we were kids. So I think it's a mix of like the right person and with the right skills and talent, but at the same time, because it's yeah such an adventure and you have so much yeah great emotions. I want to also share it with like really good friends of mine.
sure,
So
absolutely.
it's
Yes.
it's it's a really great mix of that, and that's why it's gonna make it more enjoyable and more powerful. And they are gonna be the good people to encourage me along this race.
Right. So you're gonna have one or two van?
I have I have a one main van with those three people, and then I have a second van which is more focused on media, where there is also Oscar Knoops, which he was also on the Dolomiti and the X-Peer, and he is kind of like an additional supporter, but at the same time he's doing all my social media, and then I have a camera guy and a photographer. But they so we have two vans, but yeah, the real support van is one main
Is
van.
one. I understand. I
Yeah.
understand very well. Right. So, Jean, which kind of preparation, which kind of training are you following now to be prepared for the race?
It's a bit different from all the Alpine guys because I live in Belgium. So I don't have mountains to train. If we want to fly here, it's in flatlands. So it's very different. But since 3 years now, I have a coach which is like really specialized in training people from the flatlands, but to be yeah performing in the Alps, and it has worked since now. So I kept on working with him, and so yeah, it's yeah a combination of running with my hike and fly backpack. I'm cycling a lot actually, and also doing a lot of yeah strength training. And then of course the flying. In the winter, I went to Colombia to do as much hours as I could, and then now I'm driving back and forth on the weekends to go to the Alps and fly as much as I can.
Yeah.
And then I'll be doing the Born to Fly, which is another hike and fly race, which will be a good training before the XAlps.
Before the exam, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, what do you think, Jean, about the route this year? We see that there are these three ferrata, more than 1,200 kilometers, four times the Alps to be crossed, up and down, up and
Yeah.
down. So, what do you think about it?
It's gonna be hard. Um, yeah, I try to look at it step by step, like I've always done. Like when I started the X period, it was like, okay, it's raining the whole day and we never know how we're gonna get to the other side. And then somehow I was there after 5 days and it was magic. So I'm really optimistic, but I know it's gonna be really hard. So my objective is gonna be always to look at the next turn point. It's, yeah, definitely exciting. The first day is gonna be, yeah, really determined, because if it's not flyable, then it's gonna be really hard.
Yeah.
Um, the Via Ferratas, I think it's great fun, and yeah, it's good for the adventures image of the race. But for me, it's not necessarily part of hike and fly. So it's just gonna make us slower,
Sure.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
I just hope that I can do them like really early in the morning or in the evenings, and not like in the middle of a great flying day.
Yeah. Sure.
So yeah, and then the X in the middle, I think the idea is really great. I just don't know the place at all, and I don't think it's a really easy, nice place to fly. I think it's pretty windy and the valley is pretty high, so it's gonna be a real challenge. And going there twice, so yeah, it's I mean, I hope
Sure.
I'll
Even
be able
because
to get there twice.
yeah, even because in St. Moritz, you have to land at the lake and then climb up again. So there will be a
Yeah,
lot of this kind of landing where you have to then to climb up again the mountain. So slowing the pilots down, absolutely.
yeah, because there's only like one big stretch from Les Deux Alpes, um, where there's like more than 100K, like there's like 2 or 250, I don't know. But the other ones, it's each time like one flight easily. I'm in a
Yeah,
good day. So yeah, it's sometimes a pity that you have so much turn points, because it breaks the rhythm and you could fly along, but then you have to land and hike up again.
yeah,
But yeah, at the same time, I think it brings more pilots together potentially, and so it closes a bit the options when you have more turn points. But at the same time, maybe it gives like someone like me who has like less experience more the opportunity to stay closer
to
to other
stay
guys
close.
and
Yes.
and 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 yeah, take those opportunities.
Right. Yes. This is also the same feeling I had when I saw the first time the road. I said, okay, this time they're really trying to keep the pilots closer. For sure, there will be somebody maybe jumping
Yeah,
away, but there will be for sure a lot of people, a big group together because these short flights, short, we say short, but they're not
yeah,
short. Yeah. So for you, shorts, for me, long. Anyway, um, will really make the difference in that way. Yes.
yeah.
Shan, also another question for you. You are already flying since 10 years, you told me, so it's already a good period. Can you tell me who is your mentor in paragliding?
Great question. Yeah, I don't think I really have a mentor, to be honest. But what really helps me in my process of yeah, learning the last 2 3 years is being part of the X1X paragliding team. And so yeah, the first member of it is Thibaut Voglet,
Mhm.
and he's a really great pilot, hike and fly pilot and cross country pilot. And so yeah, he really helps us as a team, but yeah, we all learn from each other, and the fact that we created this team and that we work together and we try to like convert every hour we get to fly, because I definitely fly like way less than people are living in the Alps.
Sure,
So I have to be more efficient in this flying, and that everything is like really yeah, efficient, and that you learn out of it. And so we try to like really analyze every flight we make, and that we have a learning out of it. So that really helped all the process, and yeah, he's been a great part of it. And then of course there is Tom, which I admired from the beginning. Um, Also on the more on his adventurous spirit, yeah, all the achievements he did. And he's also really present for me, and he really helps me, and yeah, he's really there for me if I have any questions. So
Any question? Sure.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
this
great.
is very nice. Absolutely nice.
Yeah.
So, back to the race, Jean. Which will be your strategy? Are you the pilot that try to go away in front, or you prefer to stay a little bit behind and then go for the long run?
um, no, I think there's our strategy is gonna be, I think to, yeah, like everybody, but to make as few mistakes as possible. And that means I don't feel like I have to be in the front, but at the same time I feel comfortable taking an initiative, and I'm gonna make my own decisions. But the strategy is just to, yeah, make not too many mistakes every day, and try to stay in contact of the front group, um, and yeah, make our own race, and don't look at the ranking during the race, or maybe in the middle. I mean, we will look at it, but something we did on the XP which worked really well is just don't make any mistake and do our own race, and don't
Right.
take any decision trying to beat the other guy, just doing the best race we can, but don't make any decision looking at other pilots and saying, okay, I want to beat him, so I'm going to make this move to try and beat him. No, I'm just going to make the move I think is best. And if it's the same, it's the same. If it's not the same, and then we'll see who was right, at the end. But
Yes, sure, sure. As we say, it's a race against yourself, not
yeah,
against others.
no,
Yeah,
and I feel like because you don't get to fly with your supporter, as long as you're not fighting for the podium, um, the other guys, for me, they are like teammates. Like on the last day we will race, but we can only, like, yeah, help each other, and we'll be faster, and we have more chances of reaching the goal together than
sure,
alone.
absolutely. Yeah, sometimes it works really like that.
Yeah,
Cooperation is better than to be
yeah,
in a
definitely.
fight.
Especially in flying, when, I mean, I'm not gonna wait for some guy if he doesn't want to run and I like to run. But yeah.
Sure, it's true, absolutely. So, Jean, what are you doing when you are not flying?
Account manager, so I work in sales, full-time job in Belgium. Um, so yeah, it's pretty challenging because I only have like 50 days off per year, where I can, yeah, compete and train, and the rest of the time I'm working, seeing clients and working from home or in the office.
Right. So you are like me, many afternoon looking out of the window and saying,
Yeah,
"Wow, it's a good day to fly, but I have this report to finish."
yeah, indeed.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Jean, um, I ask this to all the pilots. There is a magic moment for everyone. It's a special moment in flying. When is your magic moment in paragliding?
You mean a moment I had, or generally, like?
In general, I mean, somebody say, okay, when I have a possibility to make a flight in the sunset, or when I fly with a bird and I see a bird around me,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
No, what I think is, yeah, especially the flights at the end of the day, when you have like magic lines or magic lifts, or somehow you're able to fly really far away, really long. Like I remember, I think it was during the Dolomiti. I took off really late, and then I thought I would really glide down really fast, but then I was pushed by the valley wind in a really far away, and like the van was riding underneath me, and every time we were like, okay, the next field, and then actually we went like 5 kilometers further because I was flying so fast, and at the same time in the back there was like a rainbow. So yeah, it's like those magic moments. And then
Absolutely.
yeah, just the it's it's something very special, but when I'm like pushing physically, and then at the same time, I mean, I'm in a place which is amazing with amazing view, I really have these chills on my arms, and I feel like, okay, this is just amazing. Like, how did I get here? And then you have all this, yeah, powerful emotion, and it motivates you, and it just gives me like the huge smile, and I just want to go on and enjoy the moment.
Sure, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Jean, last question. What would you say to a young pilot which is looking at you now and maybe is dreaming to be able in one day to be part of the XAlp 2? So, which advice would you give?
I consider myself still a young pilot, so I don't think I have already a lot of advice to give. At least I'm still very much looking up to the other guys. But I think the most important is to believe in yourself, and yeah, get yourself yeah, good people around you, which you feel they push and help you to get better, and then yeah, start training and put the hours and the will, and then if you have the will, then you can achieve great things. I think it's just a question of believing in your dream.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. This it's a nice advice also for the general life, let's say. So
Yeah,
always keep pushing and believe in your dreams. Absolutely.
yeah.
Right. Okay, Jean. So we will see again at the start in Kitzbühel. I will be there too,
Ah,
and
great.
wishing you all the best. So
Okay.
thanks a lot for this interview, and so see you at the start.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot for having me.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye. Thank you. Bye.